Welcome back to Rivaldo Sports. Man, oh man, oh man. We have Real Madrid versus Valencia. What a match! What a match! They played at Valencia. That crowd was hostile as hell. But that is what made the game exciting. From the kickoff, you could hear the crowd just getting behind the team, and that is what you want as a football player, as a football club owner. So kudos to the crowd though. But uh, let's just go back. We have a lot to talk about. We have to talk about Real Madrid as a team. We have to talk about Valencia and where they are at right now. We have to talk about the Vinícius Jr. red card. We need to talk about Mbappe being offside once more. We have to talk about Bellingham missing the penalty. Oh my god. So first things first, again, as I said, the crowd was hostile as hell. And I believe that is the crowd that Vinícius Jr. has issues with every single time. I don't want to call them racist. Could be that they just are. But it is La Liga's job. It is the referee's job to fix that issue. But you can tell that every time Vinícius was getting a hold of that ball, they were whistling. They wanted to distract him. Is it because he is the greatest player right now? It could be. Because no fan wants their team to lose. So they will do whatever they can to F with their minds a little bit. But again, every time Vinícius got the ball, they were whistling. Every single thing, every little what is the word I'm searching for? Every little attack that Valencia had, the crowd was getting behind them. Really, really, literally getting behind them. And I enjoyed every second of it, even as a Real Madrid fan, because if I'm in that crowd and Real Madrid is playing in Real Madrid, that is what I am going to do. That is what every football club wants. So kudos to them. But there are some things that I didn't like. Courtois is an amazing, amazing, amazing goalkeeper. So let's talk about the first goal. Again, from kickoff, the fans were screaming. Every chance Valencia got, they were getting behind Valencia. And eventually, I think at the fourth try, Valencia going forward, the cross came in. Well, it wasn't actually a cross. It was a shot on target. Courtois saved it amazingly, but he's only human. Before he got the chance to stand up again, there was a Valencia player beside him where I feel like Lucas Vázquez, he was just looking at the ball, daydreaming, while a Valencia player ran, got the ball, scored the goal 1-0. And from that point on, you could tell that, Valencia, they have been unlucky for a while now. They don't score goals and they let easy balls in, which is sad for Valencia because they are a highly intelligent team. The coach is intelligent. I love the way they play, but they can't seem to find the back of the net, which they did in this match early. Well, not early on. I believe it was the 30th minute, I believe. So they were in the driving seat. Every time they went and got the ball and got forward, they looked dangerous. And I don't believe that Real Madrid know how to deal with those. Real Madrid, they are always the ones attacking. But how will they work when the other team isn't just sitting back? The other team isn't just defending. The other team is going because they want to score, because the fans paid money to watch them win. So that is where Real Madrid need to work on a little bit. I'm not saying that the defenders are actually bad, because Rodrygo, Chouameni, like Mendy, they are great defenders in my opinion. But I don't know, sometimes they just get unlucky. They just get unlucky, and that is just part of football. So Right after that, again, Real Madrid moving forward. Mbappe is losing the ball, and Valencia is creating chances during that time. So um, Rodrygo didn't have a good match, in my opinion. He wanted to do some things, but it just didn't work out for him. Again, at the second half, I believe they substituted him. He was the first to get substituted. So yeah, bad game for Rodrygo, but man, oh man, oh man. Let's talk about Mbappe being offside once more. And again, it's just being unlucky. Watching the replay, you could tell that it was like centimeters. His foot was just behind. He scored a great goal, a amazing goal. Ran behind the defenders, was one on one with the goalkeeper, shoved the ball out of the way, and within a split second, scored the goal with his other foot. Amazing, amazing goal. I was happy. Everybody was happy. You could tell that Mbappe felt like he was the savior because it wasn't an easy game for Real Madrid. So, man, and sadly enough, it went too far and it was offside. And from that period on, it seems like a downward spiral for Real Madrid. And they just couldn't get the ball off. Yes, they tried to pass the ball to, what is his name again? The guy who always scores those rocket goals. Valverde. They always seem to pass the ball to Valverde. Valverde had an early chance, but the ball was shot right at the goalkeeper and he kept it out of the goal. So that happened. Valverde, he's just putting the ball everywhere, shooting the ball where he can, but they didn't get to see him to get the ball into the box and create a chance. So that was it for the first half. Entertaining first half, and I really did enjoy it. But the second half is where everything started. Real Madrid came out swinging. Came out swinging. They tried and tried and tried. And mind you, the defense, Valencia, I think it was a 4-3-2. I could be mistaken. But the defense, they were working. They were working. They kept their line tight, neat, tight, neat. And they played the best they could. But, oh, they played. Eventually, Vinícius started coming alive in this match right here. Taking on people one on one, winning them, going behind, trying to put the ball inside of the box, which failed every single time. Mbappe going on the left hand, trying to put some crosses in, but the ball always seemed to miss. So, what happens? As I just explained, Vinícius goes, takes the ball on one with a player, and the player, the player shoved him. Okay, it was a foul, but it wasn't a great enough foul to be a penalty. Okay, now the Valencia goalkeeper goes up to Vinícius Jr. and just do this with him, like, yo, stand up. As a man, testosterone is what you have. Vinícius got up and just shoved him at the back of his neck. And here is where it all started. The goalkeeper knew that the shove wasn't that great of a shove, but he went to the ground, cried like a little baby, and that is when VAR came in. Okay? VAR came in, talked to the referee. And so funny enough, because Vinícius Jr. and the goalkeeper, they seemed fine. Vinícius went to the goalkeeper, got him up. They were talking. I think sorry was being said between them. You know what you did. I know what you did. It's a big deal. Let's just start and just and just play the match because Valencia is winning still, you know. So the referee went too far, and I don't know what happened, but he got back onto the field because eventually the situation got hectic. Rodrygo came in, Lucas Vasquez came in, and Vinícius Jr. could see that, yo, the VAR is being included. The referee did it just to get him off of the match, and the referee came back, gave a yellow card to the goalkeeper of Valencia, went back to the VAR to check what happened next, and saw that Vinícius shoved him. And you could tell that Vinícius knew because he was on the sideline already. The referee gave him a red card immediately after seeing that video. And in my opinion, it wasn't a red card. In my opinion, the player that provocates first, he should be the one getting the red card. You could obviously see that the goalkeeper went to Vinícius. It is a hostile environment for Vinícius. As a referee, it is your job to protect him. You know that the whole crowd, the fan base of Valencia, they were whistling when Vinícius created a chance, when Vinícius had the ball. It is your job to protect your players, but he let the crowd get to him, and I feel like they gave the players the cards that they deserved in a moment. So if Vinícius went to the goalkeeper, nothing happened, Vinícius went to the goalkeeper and shoved him, it's a definitive red card. And I would agree with that, for sure. For sure. But if a goalkeeper shoves you to stand up, he shoves you, Vinícius could have went down. He could have went down in that occasion. But he couldn't because he knows that the Valencia crowd would not like it. So what does he do? He takes matter in his own hands and shoves the goalkeeper. I feel like that is a reaction. I feel like that's a reaction of an action. The goalkeeper did something first, he reacted. I don't believe that is a red card. I thoroughly believe that the referee is at fault on this one. Again, I see things how they are. I speak about things how they are. I love Real Madrid, but I love Barcelona too. So I have no horse in this race. But in my opinion, clear opinion, it wasn't a red card. Okay? The referee let the crowd get to him. And he didn't take in context what happened. He just acted according to the actions, not according to the reactions. So that is what I have to say on that piece. So, man, when Vinícius got that red card, I think Rodrygo was beside him. Rodrygo held him down like, don't do anything else because we need you these next plays. You know, so held him, walked him down to the steps, and to be honest with you, things seemed bad for Real Madrid. They were already 1-0 down. And with 11 players, with Vinícius Jr., the best player in the world, they couldn't get a crack at the goal. Okay, they were behind. Performance-wise, they were behind. Goal-wise, they were behind. So what will they do now? You don't have the best player in the world. You don't have Vinícius Jr. It was already a tough place to play at. What will you do now? But that is the thing from football. Fatigue, getting tired, always plays a part. That is why sometimes you could see the first 35 minutes of a match, it seems amazing. But the second half, that is where the fatigue comes in. That is where the injuries comes in. So what happens? They played 60 minutes. The Valencia defense, they started to break. Okay? A lot of fouls, being injured a little bit, but they wanted to play further. But that is what happens eventually. Fatigue lets you make mistakes. And boy, something that I missed to talk about. Again, first half. Mbappe, again, as I said in the start, in the first 5 minutes, Um, Vinicius and Mbappe were rotating. First, Vinicius went on the left, made a move, couldn't happen, passed it to Mbappe. Mbappe went to the left hand side, tried to make a move, and in one of those instances, Mbappe went inside of the box, and a Valencia defender fouled him. So it is a penalty, a chance to make it 1-1. But we all know that Mbappe missed two penalties back to back. One against Liverpool and the other one I don't know. I forgot that one. But two penalties back to back. When the third penalty came, Mbappe didn't take that one. He let Bellingham take that one, and Bellingham scored. So they got the penalty. Bellingham goes to Mbappe, asks him like, "Yo, can I take the penalty?" Mbappe says, "Yo, less stress for me. You can take it." Okay? Stepping up to take the penalty, I could already tell. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel like it would have been a goal. So, Bellingham goes, put the ball into the right hand corner, cut the corner, bounced right out, and Bellingham missed that penalty. Yo, the crowd went crazy when Bellingham missed that penalty. You could already tell that that crowd would have been hostile. Amazing crowd though, amazing crowd. Racist, but amazing if we're talking about the energy that they exuded. But again, second half, 60th minute, a lot happening. Eventually, I don't know who scored that first goal though. Let me do some research. So, yeah, exactly. So, Luka Modric came in right after Vinícius Jr. got his red card. Came in after, and I was thinking like, yo, what will he do? You know, because you need Modric and Vinícius in the same game if you want something to happen. Because Modric can assist Vinícius with those amazing long balls. Vinícius can run. He is very fast, uses his skills to score the goal, but Vinícius is gone now. And lo and behold, Luka Modric comes in. Amazing passage from Bellingham, amazing assist. Luka Modric has had a lot to do, but eventually he scored a goal. 1-1. 1-1. Even amazing. 1-1. 10-man Real Madrid versus a very hostile Valencia. When Luka Modric scored that goal, I was here looking like, please don't let it be offside. And it wasn't. Amazing passage, knew when to run, got behind the defender, scored the goal. Amazing goal in my opinion. So I thought, 1-1, that's a lot for you guys. Just take the 1 point and leave. Because if there's another red card, it would not end up right for you guys. So Luka Modric scored at the 85th minute. Now, the 90th minute, everything started to die down. The fans were ready to take the 1-1. At least they didn't lose because they were on a losing streak for a long while now. At least they didn't lose against Real Madrid. But you know how Real Madrid are. They can't give up. That's the thing. And they have something called luck on their side. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know if they have to voodoo things, but they always have luck on their side. So what happened is they got a 9-minute extension time. So, god damn it. The defenders from Valencia got tired. On the left-hand side, that one defender got the ball. Real Madrid were still pressuring high on the field. The defender was tired, felt pressure, passed a weak pass, or not saying a weak pass, but the direction of the ball versus where his teammate was, it wasn't correct. So the teammate had to do a lot. Also being pressured by another Real Madrid player. So with him trying to recover the ball, He did enough to poke the ball back to the goalkeeper, but the power wasn't enough. And who was there? Bellingham. Bellingham receives the ball. He then was not to say one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but Valencia player were running to get back. Mbappe, like Vinícius was here, Mbappe was running here behind him, trying to divert other defenders or actually waiting for the pass so he could score, but Bellingham missing a penalty. He took it on himself to just graze the ball past the goalkeeper, and it's 2-1. Oh my god. 10 men, Real Madrid scoring 2 against Valencia, a hostile place to play at. They did it. They just did it. And that is Real Madrid in a nutshell for you guys. But you would think that that is the full story. You would think that that's everything. Well, it isn't. It just isn't. Because because again, every time Valencia went for, because after the second goal, I felt like Real Madrid were happy with what they got. They said, okay, we are not pressuring anymore, we are tired too. And they started defending. They just started defending. Valencia was going back upwards towards Real Madrid's goal, and they were crossing in and getting some corners, but right at the last 20 seconds of the match, it is like one Valencia player got the Super Saiyan in him. He went past Tchouaméni, past Rodrygo. A amazing curved shot towards the goal. I was watching the goal like this. Oh shit, it's going in. It's going in. It's going in. The ball gets past Courtois. I was like, damn, they scored again. They scored again. That was absolutely happening in one split second. All of that going into my mind. Like, it's over. They scored. It's 2-2. It's a tight game. Sadly enough, the ball hit the left-hand side, top corner at the post. I was like, damn. Oh my god, what a match though. Everybody was like, oh my god. Oh my god, how could you miss that, yo? What a match. The ball hit the top right-hand side of the post, went down centimeters from the line, centimeters from going in. It just went out of the goal. Bellingham got substituted, was waiting for the referee to blow his whistle. Eventually, the referee did blow his whistle. Real Madrid wins 2-1 at Valencia. What a match. I enjoyed every second of it. Amazing match. I hope you guys can relate to my emotions right now. If there is something I missed in my story, in my reaction, please tell me, because what a match. I hope you guys enjoyed my new style of telling you guys what happened in the game. Do you guys agree with my opinion? Was it a definitive red card? Did Vinícius deserve it? Or should the referee just give the red card because, well, a yellow card because it is a action and then a reaction from Vinícius? So, that is my videos to you guys. Real Madrid versus Valencia. Hope you guys have a good one. Till the next time, love yourself, be yourself. And goodbye.